Little known spanking tricks that women love that you can try tonight. So we're not gonna get into like any hardcore BDSM or anything like that, but a woman does love spanking, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because it's the element of surprise. It's also another way to show your dominance and your masculinity. Not in an abusive way, not in a way that is hurtful to her, but that brings her pleasure with a hint of pain. But there can also be a disaster to this, and I will share with you a personal story of where this was an absolute disaster and how you can avoid it, because you can avoid these disasters. So the first thing that you have to do is you have to feel really comfortable and confident in yourself before you execute on this. If you do this haphazardly, like I'm just gonna try, and you're nervous about it or you feel uncomfortable about it, she is going to feel that through your touch. It's going to translate to her body, and that in itself can make it go completely wrong. If you show up timid with this, it's gonna feel ugh. There is something about when a man touches our body and he's confident with what he does. His movements, his touches all come with clear intention. He knows that if he does XYZ, it's gonna give this result. And so that's why I make these videos, for you, to give you the results that you want, so that you don't go into these intimate experiences feeling timid, but you can feel self-assured about yourself. And that is the first thing that you have to do, is feel super self-assured before you spank her, because a timid spank is gonna feel very cringe, and I don't want you to feel cringe. So in the comment section, just write, I don't want to cringe. And if you're that guy, you do struggle with confidence in the bedroom, I do have my free 7 exercises to boost your bedroom confidence. You can get it in the comment section. You can get it in the description. Completely free. Download it now. Start applying it immediately to your pleasure life. So here's the thing. The first thing that you want to do is show up confidently, but a woman needs to feel safe with you in order to experience this kind of play. I'm still friends with this person, but we had a moment and they recently brought it up to me, and I was like, how could I forget? This was someone that I was getting to know, but we were not intimate. We were just friends for a long time, and one night we didn't get completely intimate, but you know, we were doing some foreplay, and this person gave me a spanking that was not wanted. And I'm gonna tell you why he really screwed this up. So we were making out. We had never really made out before, and then he gave me a to my kitty, and I did not like that shit. And so some women come from a background of physical abuse, which I do. I don't know if I've shared much about that, but I do. So for me, that was not good. I literally grabbed his hand and said, don't you ever fucking do that again. And it completely shut me down. I don't think we ever made out ever since. Luckily, we are still friends and we can kind of laugh about it today, but it was a very bizarre interaction. So what he did wrong was this. He wasn't giving me a lot of safe touch. And a woman is gonna need that. She's gonna need a lot of safe touch from you to be able to expose herself to this vulnerable experience of being spanked by you. So touching her sensually, giving her a lot of non-sexual touch, giving her sexual touch, but that is, you know, within the limits of like, it's in her control. She can see she's feeling safe with you. Now, this is how you can gently lead her into this. So let's say you guys are like hanging out and going on a date or something. You just give her a little gentle tap on the butt. That lets her know that you're primal, that you got that masculine edge, that when you get in the bedroom, you're not gonna be some PG guy, but you've got some rated R in you, you've got some rated X in you. She just hasn't seen it before. But when you give her just a little tap on the bum, then that lets her know, oh, okay, he has that fire side to him. I haven't experienced that yet, but maybe he's setting me up to experience a explosion of fire that he can bring to my body. That's what we're setting her up for. So when you're making love to her, and listen, if you are not really sure like what sensual touch is like, I do have my sensual touch program. It's in the comment section. It's in the description. I show you exactly where we want to be touched on our body to make us feel safe, but also to warm us up to the idea of being touched by you, to get us aroused, aroused, to get us excited to want to be sexual with you. So you can get the sensual touch. It's in the comment section. It's in the description. So you've been sensual, you've been touching her. Now you guys are actually making love. One of the best ways to spank a woman is when you are in doggy style. When you're in doggy style and you're going in and out of her, whether it's slow or it's fast, and you're grabbing onto her and you're holding her and you're moving her body into you. And then out of nowhere, you just give a smack. Yeah. There it goes. There's that sound effect I was looking for. Smack right on the butt. And then you just keep going with what you're doing. The thing about spanking is you don't want to just sit there and just whack, whack, whack. It's all about making her feel safe, giving her a little bit of that pain, and then bringing her back to a ton of pleasure. So when you're in doggy position, she's not expecting that. Her head's down. She's not even expecting you to do this because she can't see. But when she can't see and you do something like that, that can be super exciting. But I told you, like at the beginning, if you give her that gentle spank, see how she responds to it. If she responds to it well, then you know that she's gonna be open to the real spank when you guys are in the bedroom. The other thing is this, when you guys, let's say you're in missionary position, what you want to do is you can pull her up a little bit, and as you've got her pulled up, give her a little spank underneath just to kind of go, whoa, where's that coming from? Any position that you have her where you can give her a spank, and always do it on the ass. Like if you did what my now friend did, that has to be something that you guys talk about, and you have to see how open she is, because some women, like I said, do come from a physically abusive background, and so sometimes this stuff can get a little touchy. So it's good that you're having those conversations with her, but also warming her up to that sensual touch from the very beginning. And then when you go in, when you're in doggy position, or you've got her a little bit where you've got a little bit of access to that side cheek of hers, just giving her a nice little smack, that can be super, super exciting for a woman. So I'd be very curious to hear what your experiences are, or where you think a good idea to spank is. Here is a video that YouTube thinks you should watch. Go watch it. I love making these videos. If you have more suggestions for me, please put them in the comment section. But this is a light way that you can touch her and give her that extra spank in the bedroom. I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.